Have you ever seen someone ruin their own life in a single sentence? My coworker Derek spent 6 months planning the perfect proposal to his girlfriend Sarah. He showed me the ring every single day at lunch. 12 grand, custom designed, her dream stone. Sarah worked as a nurse doing brutal 12-hour shifts at the hospital. Derek worked our comfortable 9 to 5 office job. He constantly complained she was too tired for him, that she never made time for dates anymore. And what Sarah didn't know is that Derek had been using those evening hours very differently. He joined this expensive gym near our office and got really close with one of the trainers there. Way too close. I started seeing them together everywhere, at happy hour, after work, at lunch spots downtown. He would always say they were just friends, that Sarah wouldn't care because she was always working anyway. The gym trainer's name was Jen. She was 24, always posting gym selfies on Instagram. And Derek would show me her posts and talk about how she really understood him, how she actually made time for him, unlike Sarah. I told him he was playing with fire. He just laughed and said Sarah would never find out because she was too busy saving lives to notice. Then Derek planned this massive proposal. He rented out Sarah's favorite Italian restaurant for a private evening. Not just a table, the entire restaurant. He invited both families. Sarah's parents flew in from Arizona. His parents drove up from San Diego. He invited coworkers, college friends, high school friends, 40 people total. He hired a photographer and videographer. He had the restaurant create a custom menu. He even hired a violinist. The man spent over 20 grand on this night. The night finally arrives. Sarah thinks she's just meeting Derek for a quiet dinner after her shift. She walks into the restaurant in her scrubs, exhausted from a 12-hour day. The lights come up and she sees 40 people standing there waiting. There are flowers everywhere, candles on every table, photos of them projected on the wall. Derek walks up to her, takes her hand, and gets down on one knee in front of everyone. He starts his rehearsed speech about how she's the love of his life. People are already crying. Phones are out recording. Right as he opens the ring box, Sarah's phone rings. She tries to ignore it, but it keeps ringing. She glances at the screen and her face goes completely white. She answers quietly, "Hello, yes, this is she." The entire restaurant goes silent. 40 people watching. Derek is still kneeling. Ring box open, looking confused and annoyed. We all watch as Sarah listens. Her hand slowly covers her mouth. Her eyes fill with tears, but not the happy kind. She hangs up and stares at Derek for what feels like forever. "That was the county health department," Sarah says loud enough for everyone to hear. "I need to come in tomorrow for emergency STI testing. They're doing contact tracing from a reported case." You could physically feel the air leave the room. People gasped. Her mother grabbed her father's arm. Derek is frozen on the ground, his face cycling through confusion to realization to pure panic. Sarah's voice gets louder. "They said the infection was reported 3 days ago by someone named Jennifer Torres, your gym trainer Jen." Her dad starts moving forward, but her mom and brother grab him. Derek's mom has her hands over her face. Derek stumbles to his feet. "Sarah, wait, I can explain. It was only one time. She doesn't mean anything." The restaurant is dead silent except for someone crying quietly in the back, and that's when Derek made everything infinitely worse. Still holding that $12,000 ring with 40 people watching, he says, "I only did it because you're never around anymore. You're basically married to your job instead of me. What did you expect me to do?" Sarah's brother had to be physically held back by 3 people. Her father was shouting. Derek's own mother looked disgusted. Sarah didn't yell, didn't cry. She turned to everyone and said calmly, "The food is already paid for. Please stay and enjoy your meal. I'm sorry you came all this way." Then she walked toward the exit. Derek tried to follow, but her brother blocked him. Sarah walked out and never looked back. Derek stood there holding a ring, surrounded by 40 people who now knew exactly what kind of person he was. He tried texting her 157 times that night. Every message delivered but never opened. He spent 12 grand on a ring and 20 grand on a proposal dinner where he proposed to absolutely no one.